Today's Tuesday tip is for those of you that want to improve your fussy cutting skills and hold out till step 6. There's a bonus tip for perfectly aligned layers on your greeting cards. Hi, welcome, welcome. Come on in. I'm Dawn, creator of DDcreates Crafts, and this is the channel for simple, duplicatable cards that you'll have fun making over and over again. All right, are you ready to have some fun and make us a card and learn all your tips? Let me turn you down, and we'll get started. All right, how can you see? You doing good? There we go. All right, for my cards, have used this beautiful stamp set, and it comes with coordinating paper, and you cannot order these. These are absolutely free, and I will tell you how to get them. Celebration ends February 28th, and there are all kinds of free products from stamp sets to paper. These come together that you can order and get you some free stuff. I am Dawn, the independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you don't already have a demonstrator, then pick me. I'd love to help you with your crafty needs. I did bring out some cards that are samples, paper, stamp set, and you saw a stamp set. Just some samples of some of the free items you can get with Celebration when you place an order in increments of 50. What? I know. So this is the month to get you some free stuff. Now, let's go to step 1, which is to cut our base card. And we're just gonna cut an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock in half, like this one. So this measurement just said 8.5 by 5.5. Now you can either fold it directly in half, or if you prefer, just score it at 4 1/4. Now step 2, let's make a layer to go on this. Layers just add so much to your card. I did go ahead and emboss this just to add a little extra. So for your first layer, step 2, 5 1/4 by 4. Just emboss if you desire. This is not a have to for your card. Then I've got some strips, you guys. Step 3, let's cut us some strips from our designer series paper. So this one is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. Then your second strip, because we're gonna layer, 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. Now, if you're having more fun already and you are ready for more videos like this, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button. Do not worry about subscribing. No one contacts you and your name is not made public. But subscribing, you'll get notified when I post more videos. Now for your first tip, which I promised to share with you, is fussy cutting. Now some of you are already experts. So for those of you that are experts, I wanted to share with you that I actually stamped, I call it printed, stamped on printed paper. Look how pretty. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you and see if you loved it. So let's get down to our fussy cutting. So I love these little flowers. Now, what you want to do, we're going to move the paper instead of the scissors. So this takes a little practice, so be patient with yourself. The second thing, you have an option. You can either cut and leave an itty bitty border around your stamped image, or you can cut it right on the printed black, in my case, black line. Now, I cut and leave a little border. For me, it's a little more mistake proof. You may not need it and you may not like the looks of it, but let me show you something. Say I cut too far into the image. It's not ruined, just back up and that little slice won't even show. Another thing, say you have something with ruffles. This one, not so many ruffles, so it's easy to go in and out and figure out where they go. But if you have, I'm gonna cut up here just to demonstrate. If you have something with intricate ruffles or nooks and crannies on the edge, here's what you do. You don't follow the exact line. You just move your paper, move your paper, move your paper, move your paper. Now look at that. It will give the illusion that you followed the exact line, and you don't need to. It'll give that illusion, I promise. So back to the fussy cutting, I do leave a margin. If your margin's a little too big in some spots, do not worry, because you can come back and just that one little section, you can trim it off, which is why for me, I really, really, really like to leave a margin, because for me, it's a little more mistake proof. You can see how my papers, one takes less, I don't know what you'd call it, less off this hand. So if your joints or hands or fingers give you trouble at all, you can put less pressure when manipulating your scissors, because you are just, you can see, moving the paper. Now you guys, don't get frustrated with yourself. I want to encourage you that this takes a little bitty practice, because it's so not what we're used to doing, right? And let me come around a corner again, and I want to show you. I want to cut one more time, a little too close into my image. All right, can you see I'm into the image? I'm just going to back my scissors up where they should have been and keep right on going as if I never did that. Because look, you can't see it, can you? Now, if you wanted to, you can cut these flowers apart and layer this one, you'd have to layer this one underneath this one. For our project today, I'm gonna leave it intact. Now you can do the same thing with a print. There we go. The opposite side of this pretty paper has a flower. You could do this same technique, cutting out a print on the print paper and use that as an embellishment, like we're gonna use this one today. So you can stamp, or you can use the ones on the paper. So that is your first Tuesday tip, is for the fussy cutting. Now get ready for step 5. The label, you want to cut you a label. And really, this could be any size. Let me see. All right, we're gonna do a horizontal card. So let me just line up my strips just to share with you. Your label can be any size. You guys, it could be a little smaller, it could be a little bigger, approximately this size. So let me see what that is. It's more like 3.5 by 2 1/4. So if you don't have these particular dies, which I adore, you guys, these are called Stitch So Sweetly. Can you see the little stitching on it? And this is just one of the labels. It comes in a various of sizes, and it also comes in a rectangle, which has a little I call it a ruffle, little loops on the end. So these are precious, but if you don't have labels, just cut a rectangle. All right, I'm gonna give the measurements one more time. 3.5 by 2 1/4, approximate rectangle that you can use instead of a label. I always want to give you some options. Step 6, here comes the fun part, you guys. We are gonna assemble our card, and here's where I shared with you, I'm gonna turn it the other way to make full advantage. This is the bonus tip I promised I would share with you. So we've got our base card, and we want to lay down, you know what, let's lay this down first so I can demonstrate better. This is our layer. So this next strip, look, my trimmer has a little lip on it. So I've got this base, this layer, it's not my base, into the corner as far as I can put it. Now this little guy, I am lining up, eyeballing the center, and I'm pushing that into it. So now it's gonna be perfectly lined up, at least on one side. And if it extends too far on the opposite side, then that you just give a little haircut or a little trim. So let me get my glue. And I shared on a previous video recently, I think Friday's video, when I put glue on anything, I start away from the edge and push towards, especially the corners initially, because you know how there it is. You know how you get a little blob when you first squeeze your tube? And this has eliminated that for me. So I wanted to just, some of my tips and tricks I give in other videos, you may say, ooh, I heard you say that before, Dawn, but what if this is somebody's first video? So and plus, if you're like me, you might need to hear something repeated because you're paying attention to one thing, the assembly of the card, maybe the measurements, and you overlooked or didn't hear me say this tip. So with your blessing, I am going to repeat myself a couple of times in a couple of videos, because I want to make sure you learn and get to use some of these tips that are going to make your life easier, your card making easier. All right, you can see very similar. So we're just going to flip it over, and it coordinates because we're stamping up our designer series paper, which is our pattern paper. It all coordinates. It makes it so easy for me. Okay, so that was your tip on step 6 that I promised you, to use your, did you hear that crash? To use the strip, to use the edge of your trimmer, I found what I needed, to line everything up. So you can use a glue dot for this. You can use some tear and tape. But I'm putting it approximately, say that 10 times real fast, where I need it, because we're gonna wrap some ribbon around this. Now this ribbon, again, coordinates with this color. So this color is Pale Papaya. Look how gorgeous. Beautiful. So let me flip this over. I'm gonna want it like this. I am gonna put it in the center. I don't always, but we're gonna. All right. Ta-da-da. Wrap it around. And we're gonna pop that up, and then we're gonna add that. Let's do a sentiment real fast. Same stamp set. I'm gonna use the birthday, because what? It's birthday month. My birthday's in February, so I have promised you birthday cards this whole month. You can never have too many birthday cards, don't you think? All right, tell us below, do you prefer fussy cutting or die cutting? I just made a, oh, my table's wiggling. I made a hot mess. Look, I got ink on my thumb, and let me put it right there. It got on my paper, but we'll cover it up as best we can. My table is a little wiggly, but we will fix that soon when I move to the basement. Right now I'm on a card table in my bedroom. So I will take pictures of that and share that with you when my basement's done. I'll show you before and after pictures. It'll be funny, but it'll be entertaining. Okay, I'm gonna put some, yeah, I would like those raised. So I'm gonna put some little dimensionals on my flowers. And then I'm also gonna put it under our label. Oh my goodness, and get this rocking and rolling for us. So sweet, so sweet. Now, if you place an order, which I shared, for Celebration in the month of February, then when you use this host code, can you see that right here? And it's the Dawn Davis host code, it's the February host code. They change monthly. But when you use it, I will send you in the mail a free card kit, my Marches card kit, and I'm gonna send it to you absolutely free. Now you can order it if you want. There's 4 cards, 2 designs. It's $27, which includes shipping, and you get the pre-cut little everythings to make your cards. But if you like free as much as I do, then place an order of 35 or more, and you will get your March card kit absolutely free. Now I'm gonna make us a little pretty bows to put on the edge of my flowers. Da, da, da. Now when you order 50 or more, you get the free gift from the company, and you get the card kits from me, but I'm also gonna throw in a package, a full-size package of bling. What? Yes, yes I am. Just because you deserve it. You deserve some extras, don't you think? Are you guys having fun? If you are enjoying this card, if you've learned some new things, would you go boop and just hit the like button? I would be your new best friend and appreciate it so much. And it just tells others you liked the video and maybe they should watch it too, you know? All right, here I go. I'm getting a little baby glue dot on my bow. Now in Tuesday Tips, there is a video that shows you how to make 2 different bows. So you may enjoy looking at that. And these are the Genial Gems that they also have a coordinating. I'm gonna definitely put it right there, you guys. Put one there. Let's put a teeny tiny over my hot mess. love it, I love it. And let's put one other big guy. We're gonna put 3. Always with your bling, do increments of 3. It's just very appealing to the eye. And now, last but not least, we're gonna adhere that down flat. We've got us a precious, precious card that you fussy cut the actual main decoration. It also gives you, it's economical. I love, love, love this stamp set, Hello Friend. Yes, for the sentiments, and one of the sentiments is Hello Friend. However, I love, love, love birds, and I love, love, love flowers. Flowers are first, birds are second. Do you guys like flowers or birds better? Tell me in the comment section, flowers or birds? So now you got a lot of homework. You got to tell me flowers or birds. You got to tell me fussy cutting or die cutting. Lots of fun homework to write in the comments section. Let me put my little glue cap on. All right. Who remembers what I said about getting some card kits for free? Place an order with me. I'll put the link below, and I'll put links for all the products I used as well in the description section. Here is the stamp set I use, Hello Friend, and I actually cut these apart to use, and I teach that on another Tuesday tip. So the playlist you want is for the Tuesday tips. Fridays I make cards I think you'll love and I want you to copy, but Tuesdays are for, here are my cards. Tuesdays are for just those little hints and tricks that I feel will give you more confidence with your crafting, because ultimately I just want to encourage you to try, encourage you to make some cards, and just encourage you with some tips and tricks to give you confidence from day one. So check out the Stampin' Up! Website, Dawn Davis, and for PDFs, they will be on that website too. So if you like PDFs and you want one of this card, I haven't written my PDF yet, but I will get it up there, and I'll put in the description section how to find it, and you could get a PDF by going to the dawndavis1.stampinup.net. I think that's it, but let's get it in writing. You guys, thank you so much for joining me on this Tuesday. Come back Friday, because guess what? Friday, we start a marathon weekend. You're gonna binge watch DDcreates Crafts. I'm gonna do a new video every day, Friday through Tuesday. So we're gonna have a blast of crafting this weekend. See you soon. Bye now.